We are changing our process, and this is just a total roundup of all the changes that are going to happen in our progress over the next
Couple weeks.
forever. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. The change will take a couple weeks to switch over, but unless we've entirely missed the mark, it is all for the better, and so this is how it's going to be.
Yes.
Our house, our rules.
Yes, I'm very excited. But we just wanted to have a standalone video to like go over the changes that are coming, the changes that are on the way. We've been kind of talking about it off and on through different videos, but this is kind of a nutshell. Hi, I'm Bo.
And I'm Win. Basically, what it comes down to is at the heart of our philosophy on budgeting is that if you don't write it down, you won't be able to go back and check on how a mistake was made when you find out that a mistake was made. So that's the one side of budgeting. The other side is have something like a plan. Take a look at what has worked, what hasn't, and make some kind of plan for how you're going to spend your money. Budgets look like different things to different people. We have shown you what has worked for us, and we're very excited to show you what else we have realized is going to work very well for us. Now, historically, our what we have tracked has been based on paychecks.
On his paychecks in
Yes.
specific.
Once upon a time, it would show his paycheck and then her paycheck and then his paycheck. One change we made was to just knowing when these paychecks were coming in, to write them down on the same Friday. We could at least align it that much. So that's one example of a change we made. But we have encountered I don't want to say revolutionary. It's pretty fantastic software called YNAB, and because of what it has shown us is possible for keeping track of things a particular way, we are going to make the very intentional decision to switch how we present our budget to you from based on paycheck to based on calendar weeks. So we're still going to be going, 2 weeks at a time?
Well, we've always done weekly check-ins and paycheck budgets,
That's
which
true.
are bi-weekly.
So that doesn't have to go away.
Yes, we're just shifting the bi-weekly to, instead of starting on his actual payday, starting on Monday. Mm-hmm. So it'll be the full calendar week. And yes, I know I'm weird and I like starting the week on Monday, but it makes more sense to me. The weekend is Saturday and Sunday. The weekend is not Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, it's not the weekends. It's the weekend.
Yes. So it's going to be tracking based on Monday to Sunday. And yes, he does get paid on Fridays, but it can wait.
Yeah.
It can wait. We can hold on to that money for a few extra days.
It's almost like we've been operating on a system where we carefully document when we get paid and then implement it when we're ready to.
Yes.
But I wouldn't know anything about that.
So yes, instead of delaying our pay until his next paycheck, we're going to delay it until a Monday. Part of that is so that we can be a little more flexible with when we record, because historically there have been many times when we have scrambled to record videos and sometimes have recorded late and ended up posting. It's been a whole thing.
It's not how we make friends.
Yes, but if we do the calendar week ending on Sunday, then we can record on Sundays, or we can record like Monday or Tuesday and still post it on the Friday. And like it gives a lot more flexibility. Because it can be a struggle to record in the middle or end of the week. So that's how we're going to do it. And also, the way we've been doing our months is we've just been incorporating entire paychecks in the month, based on the first paycheck containing the first of the month. So that is also changing, because we are using YNAB now. YNAB,
So good.
yes, but the main two premises here is, one, you budget the money you actually have, in your accounts. You don't budget with money you don't have. So no forecasting potential paychecks. That's not a thing with YNAB. But also, it's based on the calendar month. So, on the last day of the month, you have to wrap everything up so that on the first day of the month, you start with a fresh month plan. Well, not completely a new plan, but you have to close out at the end of the month to start with the new month the next day.
This has to be finished before you can even look at that. For example.
So you can actually, how do I put this? So you can budget into the next month, but
You can assign anything?
no, you can assign it.
Okay.
You can assign it. But if you haven't closed out the previous month, it can impact what money is available to assign in the next month.
Right. So one of the things I've noticed, and clearly she's done some more tinkering than I have, but one of the things that I really love about YNAB, and I will keep this very short because it's not the point of this video, YNAB is one of those you get out of it what you put into it apps. It has a lot of options for how to set up your budget and your buckets and all that. But it does, at the end of the day, still have a few guardrails. And these are features, not bugs. As she pointed out, it doesn't let you screw around with negative amounts the way so many other, the way we have often done on paper. It doesn't stand for that. And it really won't work. But it does force you to be more accountable in that way.
Yes. So, what that means is when we say it doesn't mess with negative numbers, that means if you overspend in a category, that overspending, if you don't cover it with other categories, like if you don't take the money from other categories in your budget that have money available, that negative amount doesn't roll over to the next month. It's just, you're just left with the debt. So you can't,
no writing yourself IOUs.
Yeah, you can't write yourself an IOU for the next month. You're left with the debt, and it'll show in your credit card debt or your loan debt, however that is, but not in your categories, your budget categories for the next month. So you really have to handle all of your transactions and make sure all the money is covered before you get to the next month, because the next month won't be accurate. That's why I say, like, you have to close out the previous month before the first. Like, there's no messing around with the dates, because then your numbers won't be correct the next month.
And it'll let you know, like, no, none of this adds up at all. Minus the 1920s voice.
Yes.
That's all me.
Yes. So things will be changing. The recording schedule will change a little bit. I still want to post transactions like the weekly check-in. I still want to post that on Friday, and savings on Thursdays, but that means there'll be a further delay from the the date of the actual transactions. That's all. That also gives us time for YNAB to update with correct amounts, because not all banks will tell YNAB about transactions at the same time.
Yeah.
And as we all know, a lot of times transactions over the weekends, like that's not so.
Looking at you, S&M.
Yeah. Things don't always clear right away. So
So really, at the end of the day, the transition is going to be a little awkward, but once we do make that transition, it's going to be just as regular as it ever was. It'll just line up a little more closely with our calendared reality.
yes. And also, one of the big benefits and one of the reasons why I like YNAB so much is because you can just carry around on your phone all the information, and you can check before you make a transaction. Like, technically, I could carry around like a binder with our budget and our transactions and everything, but then what would Win do? Is Win gonna like take a picture of the calendar every day or something? Like, no, that's not what's happening. Also, I normally only check transactions once a week. I don't I don't actually check transactions every day. But with YNAB, we can categorize transactions like on a daily basis as they come in. And that will make this part a lot easier once it's time. Because a lot of times when I check transactions, like, I'll forget what the transaction was. Like, I'll forget what we bought on a certain date. Like, I won't remember what it was. So I'll have to ask Win, like, what did we buy? How did we go over budget in this category? Like, I don't remember what it was.
I'm continually surprised at my ability to remain useful in this way. I think there's only been a handful of times when I couldn't remember at all what happened.
Yeah. But that is not a problem with YNAB, because with YNAB, you can categorize transactions like as they come through. And also you can make a memo with what the thing actually was. So like if we get something from Home Depot, we can put in the memo what exactly we got with this transaction. I haven't been doing that for the most part just yet, because I'm still kind of getting used to how YNAB works, because it does not work like a lot of budgeting software that I've used before.
It's doing its own thing.
Yes, it's set up very differently. I like it a lot though. I like it a whole lot.
Oh, by the way, I'm not gonna say it in the video, but I have a great name for this video.
Okay.
You'll find out soon.
Okay. I love you too.
Again, some things are changing logistically, but the heart of why we budget and how we go about it and why it has worked for us is only getting better with these changes.
Yes.
Hope you will continue to join us for this adventure. Was there more to say?
I was just gonna say also, yes, we're using budgeting software now, but the paper budgeting won't change. Partially because with apps, with software, you can change things whenever you want, and it doesn't really show you what it originally looked like. But on paper, it does. So you can actually compare like how the budget started out, like how the plan started out, and then how it is now on one view, versus looking in the app where it just shows you where things are now.
You know what this reminds me of? I tell this to my math students all the time when we had the warm-up activity, and then we're going through how to actually do the problem, and I see people scratching out or erasing. Like, no. These are notes. Circle what you know didn't work and leave it there so that when you go back and look at your notes, you know why you thought it was wrong, so you don't make that mistake again. And that's what the paper budget does for us. We know where exactly our mistake was, because we don't put our head in the sand. We don't do that here.
Correct.
And that is how budget beats broke.
Every time. And never forget that you too deserve financial stability. And I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.